Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day today and welcome to the feed where you get full on information from me showing you my recommended on YouTube. And as I've said before, now can't be just my recommended. If you want to send me something like a picture or anything through my social medias, that is fine by me. Probably Facebook in my messenger through Nickey is bored. Send me some things and I will check it out and hopefully I will mention it next time with your name, because that would be really cool. Because sometimes I feel like a hog when I'm showing you all my stuff, when really I want to show you your stuff also. So please hand them on in and I'll be happy to show everyone. But today we've only got my stuff. So right now on my recommended feeds, we have here Fluffy Talks with World's Parents, because I am a huge fan of Fluffy. He is sometimes really disgusting and wrong, but you know, I seem to love his, potty humor and his, sex humor. It's just pretty funny and straightforward. If I don't want to use my brain that day, I love his stuff. He's funny, and I don't like. Can you find someone on the internet that is just as funny as him with all his silly humor? I don't know, but I can only find him. So Fluffy is great. So hey, Fluffy, what's up? Anyway, more Dr. Phil, because hell, I am a huge fan of Dr. Phil. I keep watching it like it's crack cocaine, so I can't stop watching Dr. Phil because it's funny. Because I like to see, I hate the ones with the crimes though. I can't watch the Dr. Phils with the crimes, they shit me. But if I've got Dr. Phil where people have got real deep-seated weird problems, I will listen, because like hell, it's pretty funny to watch. But I don't like that bitch Barbie bitch. I'm over her. Seriously am. But I like people with deep-seated problems like this fellow here. I've seen this episode already. This guy thinks that this woman of his has putting borax in his drinks and his food, when that is further from the truth. The reason why the woman had borax was because she was making rubber bouncy balls through a tutorial on YouTube, and they were making rubber bouncy balls and rubber goo with the borax, which is what you can do, which I think is really weird because borax is pretty harmful chemical. But this fellow happened to have PKD, which was meaning that he was getting a lot of like kidney stones and all that happening. And and he kept peeing in cups and everything to show all this white shit in the bottom. All the white sediment was from his actual PKD. Like, are you freaking serious? Are you serious, man? And he was also taking drugs and steroids and things because he was going to the gym trying to bulk up. And it's like, in this world, what I'm finding is people who accuse other people of cheating on them and trying to kill them. Not trying to kill them but the people who are trying to cheat on people and accuse the other person of cheating, I always find that they're the ones. They're the ones who cheated. They're the ones who, did this thing. And I always find it's the other way around. Whoever is the accuser usually is the one who's actually doing the crime. But this guy was just too fruity for Fruit Loops, so, weirdo. It's a complete weirdo. But as I said, I love head cases. When someone comes in and they're full head case, or there's like a family squabbling over some thing, I will watch that all day long, or someone who's got some sort of drug problem that they're trying to hide, or they're just weird and eccentric. I love that shit. So yeah, the one that I loved recently was the one about sexy vegan. Oh man, that was just, it was the bomb. You gotta watch it, guys. You gotta Google up Dr. Phil and Google up the sexy vegan episode. OMG. I couldn't stop laughing so hard at this guy. He's way fruity than Fruit Loop, I swear. So yeah, check that out. Anyway, off of Dr. Phil because I love it way too much. Okay, so Byron Street Paul, guys, I am into ghosts. This is probably why this is aiming that at me this week. I'm huge into ghosts. I watch ghost adventures. I watch celebrity ghost stories. As you can see down here, I've been watching a lot of celebrity ghost stories. But yeah, if anything else, ghosts that they're throwing it at me, I recommend it. I will watch, and I find them to be interesting ones. I hate people who fake ghost things because it clouds what I'm actually trying to look for. I always find it really hard that, when people put fake stuff up, so when I'm searching for ghost stuff, you get the fake shit, you don't get the real stuff, and I really get pissed off by people. Like, I get it, they're trying to be creative, trying to be new, something that people will watch because it's scary, spooky, but even though it's not real, people will watch it anyway for a spoof, for a laugh, whatever, for a goof. But at the same time, it clouds what I'm trying to look for, like real ghost evidence. There is some out there that's real, some of them out there that's goofy as heck, and some of it's really hard to discern because you're not sure. But I really love the paranormal and the occult. I really do. I don't know why, but I do. Even though I love James Randi and the whole like idea of proving to James Randi about proving that psychic abilities and magic tricks are real, unless James Randi comes along and debunks it, and you don't get his $1 million for explaining to him in scientific terms. I just believe in it. I really do. Even though James Randi is the king, but he thinks it's all manifestations in someone's head, not manifestations in real embodiment. But I've seen things myself, and I've experienced things myself, and I was not asleep or half awake when I seen these things. These things were things that were there, and not only did I see them at the time, sometimes it was my brother seen it, or my father seen it, or my mother seen it, and it is just creepy as heck. And so it's not just me who seen these things. So yeah, I have actually evidence of other people going, yeah, I saw that as my evidence. So creepy, give me creepy missing. Oh my god. Anyway, next on, The Little Mermaid. Yeah, I don't like watching this anymore. I liked it when she was alive, and I watched things about her, but now that she's dead, I kinda, like, when I find out, like, sick cases, like people who are sick, or they're famous for being sick, like, I know it sounds crazy, but you know what I mean, and they're famous for being this unwell person, but they're unwell with extraordinary circumstances, so that makes them famous because it's just a weird one-off thing. And I thought she was cute, she was adorable, because she's been in and out of hospital, her vocabulary is very vast, and she was a very smart little girl, and she was adorable, and I would have adopted her. She's just, oh my god, adorable. And the sad fact is that she ended up dying because of the complications her little tail legs were causing, with veins and blood and just things going wrong down there, and she died of her affliction, and that's really sad. But I can't watch it anymore, because if I did, I'd cry, because that poor little girl's now gone. This adorable little girl. Of course she has like little mermaid legs, but you know what? She was just the like, if you watch the video, she's so adorable. Her chubby little cheeks, but like, mind you, the chubby little cheeks are from all her medications and whatnot, but still adorable. And she talked, and she'd tell you all about their Disney things, and of course she'd be in pain sometimes and she'd cry, but when she was happy, when she was feeling good, she was happy to talk to anybody and everybody, and she was just a proper little girl. Sure, she had that affliction with her legs, but oh god, she was adorable. So yeah, it just makes me sad. So I can't watch anything like that. Just no. I just can't. Oh yeah, social repose. Richie, I already tweeted you, man, but Richie, you're in a bad streak of luck at the moment, and I hope that you get out of it. Like, I'll explain. For people who aren't a social repose fan like myself, Richie has actually gone on a tour recently, and on his tour he contracted laryngitis, and laryngitis is the infection on the larynx, and that also causes people to lose their voice. So that is really, really lame. And so poor Richie not only has laryngitis and had to swap up his pyrotechnics and his lights and DJing for singing to even make the tour work, even though he has zero voice, but he also broke his foot, which kind of sucks. So he's going through some bad luck at the moment. I hope everyone sends their good luck his way, and that everything turns out really good for him. I love his channel. I love watching him and his girlfriend both. I think they're wonderful people. I found him because I used to watch Onision back when I was really bad with my depression, and my depression was spiraling down, and I used to listen to Onision, but I just don't agree with Onision's views. I don't agree with him at all. I think Onision is a terrible human being, is a horrible piece of waste, and I really don't like him at all. He's a very dark, very sullen person. He's a very hateful, vengeful person. Where I find Richie, even though he has depression, anxiety, and all the rest like myself, I still find that he likes to be happy and silly and funny, and he makes fun of Onision, and of course deep down he kind of hates him, but you know what, like, who wouldn't hate Onision? Like, Onision is a disgusting, horrible human being. I wouldn't even waste my time or money on Onision, but I would for Social Repose, because he's pretty positive, out there person. He wears a white face with black makeup on top of the white face, and he wears like an Indian headdress, and wears all these. He looks like if Chief Powhatan from Pocahontas met Edward Scissorhands, and boom, you have Richie. It's really, really strange and really, really cool. I love him. He's a really cool dude. Please check him out. Please don't judge him the way he looks. Like, if you get past the way he looks with those Scalaro contacts that look like he's got black eyes, if you get past those, you know, he is a pretty much down-to-earth, normal dude. Everyone says he's goth, he's deep, or he's so... No. He's pretty upbeat, he's pretty funny, he's pretty cool, and he does tell you when he's sad and stuff, of course, like everyone has their days, like, seriously, but he's helped me, like, he's one of the YouTubers that has helped me pull myself out of my depression and made me feel happy about who I am, and who I am as a YouTuber, basically. And it was not only him, but he is one of those that has helped me feel better and made me see that my depression is really fucked up, and that, you know, my depression sort of dictated how I saw the world, and dictated how, you know, what YouTubers I was looking at. And I thought to myself, it's right, I am looking at stuff on YouTube that when I was really deeply depressed was bringing my depression down. I'm thinking I was relating, but really I was not relating. It was just, you know, really bad. I make a noise because I can't think of anything else to say, but seriously, like, go check out Social Repose. He is funny. He is a little nuts with the fire gun. He has a gun. What do you call it? Not a fire cannon. Well, he has that too, but he has a fire. I say a fire gun, but that's not what I'm trying to say. But you get it. A flamethrower. That's what he's got. He's got a flamethrower, and he's a bit crazy and nuts with that. He's a firebug. Guys will be guys, I suppose. But he's really nice, down to earth, kind of eccentric dude, but really cool. Go check him out. He's really funny. As I said, don't judge the makeup. He's pretty cool. Go check him out. Anyway, next up, see, more Dr. Phil. See, I cannot stop, you know, cannot stop going on with that. Fluffy, I'm in love with another Fluffy. So you got Fluffy as in Fluffy, but then you got Fluffy as in Gabriel Iglesias. And Gabriel is this guy who's a big guy, because he calls himself Fluffy. That's the expanse of how big he is. And because there's not damn as of yet, and he shouldn't be, because he's got a heart problem. But yeah, have a look. Check out Fluffy. He is a funny dude, and check that out. Of course, again, I said Celebrity Ghost Stories. I am hooked, and I have been hooked on for ages. My favorite one happens to be before Joan Rivers died. She made one about 5 years before she died, and I loved watching that one. It was a pretty cool one. Go check that out. I think she'd be with the lady that was in her apartment now, but yeah, it's pretty special, so go check that out. Also, Ting Ting is back on my ASMR because I love Ting Ting. She is amazing. Her ASMR game is pretty tight. I am a huge fan of hers. Go watch Ting Ting. Her and her and my other YouTuber ASMR artists at the moment, everyone's on their game this week. I don't know how or why. I'm hoping that I'm on my game this week, but pretty much yeah, everyone's on their game this week, and I'm in love with everyone's at the moment, so not just Ting Ting. So go check out all the ASMR artists at the moment, because this week some reason we've all aligned and we're all in our game this week, so please go check that out. Anyway, Monkey Red Solo Cups. Yeah, I love Monkey Boo. I'm a huge fan of Monkey Boo, and I did not know that you could get solo cups that tiny for Monkey Boo. Monkey Boo is a cute capuchin who has an owner who looks after poor Monkey Boo. Sometimes I think it's a little cruel because I see his leash around his waist, and I kind of get a bit sad because, you know, this capuchin could have been out in the wild with all these capuchin buddies. And I kind of see that sort of loneliness in poor Boo's eyes when, you know, he's with these human people. But at the same time, I love monkeys. I'm a huge fan of monkeys, and capuchins are the cutest. Yeah, so go check out Monkey Boo. You know, I still feel it to be a bit cruel, but still I watch Monkey Boo because I love monkeys. Anyway, oh yeah, Cinema Sins. I'm a huge fan of Cinema Sins. Last week they did one on, I think it was Star Trek, and it was just the best you can ever see, full of memes that we just love to death, and especially the whole Riker goes over the chair thing, which I find hilarious, and the whole, you know, pissed off meme with Captain Picard. So go check that out. This week it is Blade Runner, the original with Harrison Ford. Please go check it out. Yeah, Cinema Sins. If you haven't seen it yet, please go, because even though they got more views than I can even poke a stick at or even try to get, but just go check it out. It's funny as heck. More Dr. Phil. Oh, Dan Bell. Oh, yes. I can't go out without mentioning Dan Bell. I'm a huge fan of Dan Bell. I do tweet him every so often as well. I actually made a video on here. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but it's my quote-unquote love letter to Dan Bell. I'm showing him my mall because basically I don't, like, in Australia we have dead malls. I just can't seem to find them in my local area where I am. If I travel and I find a dead mall, yes, I will film it, but at the moment I don't, so I have to show him my local mall because that's all I had. So what we call in Australia we call them plazas or centros or what market towns. We call them all different weird stuff names, but we never call them a mall. We go, oh, we're going to the shops. What shop we say? Oh, we're going grocery shopping. Oh, okay, then you're going to Woolworths. Or, you know, if you're going plaza, that means you're going to the plaza. Like, that's what we call our local mall. It's plaza. So this time it's nothing to do with a dirty room and nothing to do with a dead mall, and this one happens to be about, it's a hotel, but it's an abandoned hotel, which is kind of up his alley, and he's in Florida at the moment, so this is something that he streams, and I've seen this already and it was really, really cool. So yeah, check out Dan Bell. He does another dirty room where he checks out real rooms that he gets for rent overnight with his buddies, and they check it out as to, you know, quality of where the bed is, quality of bathroom, quality of the room itself, and how much bodily fluids and bugs they can find, and tell you exactly what it's like to be in these motel rooms. So yeah, another dirty room, and also dead malls, where malls are about almost extinct. Go check that out. And yeah, so he's a cool dude, he's a funny dude, check him out, he's the best, and his voice is almost ASMR quality. Okay, check that out. He also has quiet time, so quiet time, if you like ASMR, check out his quiet times where he talks about things as you see them. Anyway, next up, Philly D. Philly D has a new baby. I think he's almost a month old now. Here he is. He is so adorable. Like, OMG. I can't tell if he looks like Phil or that he looks like Lindsay. Like, I cannot tell. He's baby Carter. He is adorable. And yeah, I can't tell. His eyes are going to be so blue, like, it's really weird. His brother Trey has brown eyes, and his father has brown eyes, and Lynn's has blue eyes. So I'm thinking he's got his mum's blue eyes, but at the same time, I can't tell who he really looks like. It's really hard. He's going to have the DeFranco hair for sure, but my willikers, like, OMG, he's definitely different to Trey, which is always a good thing. But his brother Trey, but oh my god, he's adorable. I could kiss him, he's so adorable. So we'll get to see what it's like. And if you watch Lindsay's videos and the DeFranco fam, and you get to see the updates with the baby. So yay. Anyway, next one. Yeah, I'm over college humor. I don't know why they keep sending me their shit, but I'm over their stuff. Like, really, I am. Boring. More Ting Ting, because damn, I'm into Ting Ting stuff, because his stuff is just so tingly. Like, she makes you feel welcome at first, and then she makes you feel very tingly, very soft, like you're floating on a cloud. She is amazing. Check her out. I cannot say her name enough. Lab dogs see sun and grow. Oh, that's so. I love this. When lab animals who are tested on, who, you know, they've been in the lab for too long. Like, have you even seen the one with the monkeys, and the monkeys come out of their cages and they've never seen sun or grass or played together ever, and then at first they huddle each other, and then they're like a bit scared, but then one of them just bursts out, and so the rest of them burst out. Oh, best ever. And I haven't seen this one with the doggy, but I'm pretty sure it would be the same. Like, you know, he'd probably roll in the grass and put his nose in the grass and everything. He'd never seen grass for the first time. That poor little bugger. Like, animal testing's wrong. I absolutely F you, animal testing. You're disgusting. Why don't you go and find humans to test on? Because if it's a human product, test it on a human. Someone who is like going, yep, I'll test it, pay me and I'll test you. Like, don't test on freaking animals. It's disgusting and you're wrong. So yeah, that's what I've got to say about everything. Unless you're testing a specific thing with animals, like say if you are testing what a monkey does, or testing what a dog does, or testing what a cat does, unless that happens, then don't. Just don't. It's wrong. Anyway, more celebrity ghost stories, because I'm a huge fan, but I'm not a fan of people doing it. So yeah. Oh yeah, my mum and I are well, not me as much. My mum, she's huge into aliens, and I think that's why it's picked this up as well. I don't know why my mum is huge into aliens. Of course, my mum and myself have had alien experiences. One together, one apart from each other. But I don't sort of advertise it because I don't want people to think I'm a crazy person. I'm not telling you my experience, but I'm telling you now, it was pretty goddamn spooky. And I did lose an hour of my life, and I don't know where that hour went. Because I went out, I'm not telling you the whole story, but I went out for a smoke break, and it was something that would only take about 10 minutes. And for some reason, it was an hour before I got back. And I didn't know. And when you say, oh, you didn't know you were out there for an hour, oh, you didn't check your watch. I currently had my phone in my hand at the time, and I didn't notice the time, and I had a smoke break, and I was there. There was a flash of light, and then it disappeared as quickly as it went. But as soon as I went back inside, holy shit, it had been an hour, and I did not know that. So, when you've had an alien experience and you don't know what happened, it's pretty fucking spooky when it happens to you. Other than that, the one that Mum and I had together, I'll tell you that one real quick, because I didn't tell the other one in depth. There's more to it than that. But with my one and Mum and I, when my Mum and I moved out of our house, where my mum and dad split up, we moved out of our beautiful fancy house to a shit box in the middle of shit area. And so when we first moved into this shit box, Mum and I decided that, one day we put our money together, and we got some McDonald's for the kids and myself, because that was the first time we could afford anything. So Mum and I did that, and we took the kids out. My siblings, like, who are way younger than myself, we took them out to Macca's, and we had some McDonald's. But on the way there, like, when we got out the car, they had these 3 big orange lights, and we thought they were just like parasailers or something, you know, because sometimes we do have hang gliders and we have balloons and all that sort of stuff happening, and we thought it was some people jumped out of the plane with the you know, with a flare, or that it was hang gliders with a flare, you know, or paragliders with a flare or something. And we looked, and there was no noise coming from any motors or engines or anything like that, and we thought it was really, really strange. So we get in our car, these big orange balls in the sky still, and as we got in the car, it felt like these orange balls were following us in my mum's car as we were going to McDonald's to go pick up food for the kids and myself and my mum. And so we went down Macca's and we came back with our food, but on the way we noticed that these orange balls were following us, and they followed us everywhere we went, and it was in the sky but following us. And then it's not like, because like, oh no, you know, like the sky is moving, la la. No, these orange lights were following us everywhere we went. And my mum even went a different way home just to see if the sky would change. No, it did not. These things still followed us and moved and changed and found us and was following us the whole way. And my mum and I were very paranoid, and we told the kids, on a count of 3, when we get out of the house to the car to get to the house, you're going to run inside. So I had to be the first one to open the door first, and then I had to call out 3 and let everyone come in the house. So Mum and I were very, very scared and afraid, and we got in the house and we just kept looking out the window. And by the time we got inside and we let the kids have their dinner, and we just like sat there for 2 more minutes and we looked out the window, these things decided to go away. So that was a really spooky experience for Mum and I and the kids, which my siblings now are much, much older, but when they were kids, it was, we sat down, settled in, ate our dinner, etc. But fuck, that was the spookiest thing in my life. So yeah, I never want to do that again, ever. Anyway, enough with boring stories and aliens. On to the next. Heather Feather. Oh, I love Heather Feather. Heather Feather is like an awesome chick. Lately she's not been putting her face and her neck and that into videos. I can understand why, with how sick she's been. She also covers up probably, I think, her scars and sickness around her neck. She covers it up with her hair, which is a shame, because she's got a really pretty face and really beautiful, she's got beautiful cheeks and everything, and it's just sad that we don't get to see her beautiful face and things anymore. And she is one of my first ASMR artists I ever came in contact with, and when she's in hospital, I always make sure that I send her things that she likes, like pictures of puppies and kitties and Legend of Zelda humor, and I love her to death. She's I haven't met her in real life, but I do love her as a teacher, as a ASMR lover of hers, fan, and also as an ASMR artist who's in the community that I'm currently in. So, I love her to death. She's an awesome person. Go check her out, and she's wonderful. She is one of the best ASMR people out there. She's very quirky, very silly, but she comes up with the best role plays. So, yeah, she's awesome. Go check her out, because OMG, tingles. Ting Ting has tingles, but ASMR brings her Heather Feather. She brings her A game every time. So check her out. iDubbbz TV. I'm not a fan of iDubbbz. Not a fan of Jake Paul. So to all of that. Strangest places on the planet. I think I know where that is. I saw this on Ghost Adventures the other day. There's this weird spot on Ghost. If you watch the new episode of Ghost Adventures, there's this weird spot in this area where you feel like you're falling over, because all these ley lines come together, and now everyone knows ley lines, or in Europe they call them fairy lines, I believe. And these are ley lines that if you cover them up, that ley lines will, when they intersect, becomes part of like a spiritual, can be a bad thing or a good thing, just depending on what you're experiencing. But also it can throw people off balance. It can they have this like railway thing, or like a wooden thing, like a wooden bench basically, and it's out of this window, and they throw a marble down it, and then the marble comes back, because it's like a bouncy ball, just comes back, and it doesn't hit the end of the bench, because this ley lines create this weird sort of magnetic field where everything's just distorted. So it's really, really strange, and I think that's where that is, because there's a place where you can stand. It's a wooden board, and it's pretty level, and they show you on the show that's pretty freaking level. But when you stand on it, you have someone who stands in the middle, right? And if someone stands next to you, they're small, but they stand on the other side of you, and then they're tall. It's really freaking weird, and I want to go there now that I know of this place. It's really strange. I don't know if we have them on here in Australia, but I'd love to know if there is, because it's just OMG. So yeah, it's strangest places. Probably check that out. I hate Titanic because they keep showing all this other crap, but yeah, it's pretty spooky. Ghost Adventures. See, I have been watching Ghost Adventures lately. I've seen season 6 episode 2. By the looks of things, it looks like either the Lizzie Borden house or the Villisca axe murderers, probably the Villisca axe murdering house. So yeah, I'm a huge Zach Bagans fan. I don't know why, but I seem to be. I don't know, I'm not a fan of him anymore, because he shits me. His face just shits me. But the show is fantastic. I love Ghost Adventures, and I love that he has this weird spooky museum that shows nothing but death and weirdness and things that are haunted. And yeah, I want to go see that in Las Vegas. It's very cool. Also, yeah, it's really fantastic and weird. So go check that out. Also, he has Dr. Kevorkian's van, which is even spookier and crazier and weirder. So OMG, it's just weird. If you don't know who Dr. Kevorkian is, Google that shit up and you'll figure it out, I'm sure. Anyway, also this one's Try Not to Laugh. This guy always puts up all these Try Not to Laughs. At the same time, it's not really your content, dude, that you put together and stuff, but at the same time, it's cool because it's a compilation of people doing weird shit. But I just don't like when people take other people's content, claim it for themselves, and get all the views and all the money for doing something that used to be somebody else's. I don't agree with that. Same with like when all these people do all this, you know, like these people. Stop claiming other people's content for your own. It's not fair, you know. It's so not fair. So that's the only thing I have to take away with today. I hope everyone enjoyed my episode today. I probably didn't ramble on for too long and made me feel like I'm a weirdo. But anyway, if anyone has any content that they want to show that always comes up in their feed and they see it all the time, or you're just sick of seeing the same video but you don't want to watch it but yet they keep recommending it, please send it my way and I will try and address it for you. Anyway, other than that, I hope you got full on my information today, and this was The Feed. Until next time, I will see you again. Bye everyone, love you, bye. Mwah!